Hi, I'm Preeti Fernando, looking forward to presenting the class titled Life Skills for Living or Working with a Toxic Person. Toxic people can be difficult to work with, they can be difficult to live with day in, day out, they can be difficult to get along with. One of the key things to remember when you have to deal with someone toxic is to not try to change the other person, instead to change yourself in how you handle another person's toxic behavior. Toxicity is a type of negative behavior and it can wreak havoc in a person's life. Sometimes it can surface in the form of rage, anger, verbal yelling, sometimes violence. Sometimes it's more subtle. It could be undercurrents of anger, it could be silent treatment, it could be sarcasm, it could be going no communication, not communicating with each other for extended periods of time. So the way toxicity shows up can be very different. Once you know, once you have the tools on how to rise above someone's toxic behavior, you have won half the battle. What are some signs? How to look for patterns? Toxic behaviors, they repeat themselves. Toxic people's behaviors are repetitive, not creative. Once you identify a person's toxic behavioral patterns, it becomes that having that self-awareness and knowing this person's toxic behavior is such, then you can look for repeated patterns, and instead of getting entangled around their behavior, you can come up with tools to rise above their behavior so that you are not getting manipulated by their mind games. A lot of toxic behavior is about mind games. They play with your mind. Once you learn how to tackle that, how to not get manipulated by the mind games, you are on your way to living, not getting so affected, negatively impacted by another person's toxic behavior. It could be in the workplace. Someone might be saying something very nice to your face, and behind your back, they might be doing backstabbing or manipulative games. And that can be very difficult, especially you're trying to make a good impression on your job. And sometimes it could cost your job, it could cost good relationships, it could cost happy family relations because someone is doing something behind the scenes. How do you rise above people like that? And sometimes you may still have to live with them day in, day out. You may have to work with them day in, day out. How do you not only survive, but how do you rise above a person's toxic behavior so that it does not eat into your sanity, your peace of mind, your finances, and you can still enjoy daily living? I would look forward to sharing with you what I have learned and some of the things that have worked for me, and I would like to share it with you. Please sign up for my class on life skills for living or working with a toxic person. Thank you.